co-hosting tonight's celebration of Israel. Israel tonight is going to be 73 years old. This is one of the happiest day of Israel because we are all Israelis are going to parks tonight, are having dinners and having fun time together. And I would like to bring the spirit of Israel from Tel Aviv, from Jerusalem and Haifa to our Pikesville community, to Baltimore. Happy birthday, Israel. Happy birthday, everyone. Let's celebrate. Cantor Blatt.
We are thrilled this evening to bring you two amazing Jewish artists. The first one is Sam Glaser. Some consider Sam Glaser to be the hardest working man in the Jewish music industry today. With over 20 albums under his belt and his annual 50 city concert tour, which plays for over 100,000 fans. We think, and we at Bethel agree, that Sam has earned this title. We're so excited to have Sam Glaser with us this evening, all the way from California. One of those silver linings of COVID is that we really can bring in artists from all over the world, as we've done with our first Wednesday concerts and now this evening. So we have Sam Glaser and his soulful music tonight. I'm so excited to present to you Sam Glaser.
Thank you, Cantor. Thank you, Eyal. What a gift to be with all of you. I love Bethel. I've had great times there. Baltimore's a blast. And I am also in love with the Holy Land, Israel. And it's a real gift to be able to celebrate with you because hopefully we'll all sing together and think about Israel. And it's really getting me in the right mood to make Israel a real priority in my life in general and specifically tonight and tomorrow. So happy Yom HaAtzma'ut, everybody. This is one of my songs about the beauty of being in Israel and dancing in the streets of Jerusalem. Let it be heard in the towns of Judea. Let it be heard in Jerusalem. The sound of joy and of celebration. Our voices raised together. Oh, Tishama, Be'arei Yehuda, U'vechutzot Yerushalayim. Oh, Tishama, Be'arei Yehuda, U'vechutzot Yerushalayim, as we dance in an endless circle, touching hearts, holding hands, sing a song heard by all the nations, Am Yisrael forever. Oh, Tishama, Be'arei Yehuda, U'vechutzot Yerushalayim. Tishama, Be'arei Yehuda, U'vechutzot Yerushalayim. Kol simcha, kol chatan, v'kol kala, kol tishama, be'arei Yehuda, u'vechutzot Yerushalayim. sights to face her walls of golden stone. The words we say reflect a love that grows each time. We're whispering her ancient name, Israel, Shelanu leolam, leolam, Nafshinu betocha, Israel, Tikvat libenu hi tar. 2,000 years without a piece of land that we could call our own. We never feared, secure within the promise of a distant day that we'd come home. Israel, Shelanu leolam, leolam, Nafshinu betocha, Israel, Tikvat libenu hi tar. Sing with the children in the streets of Jerusalem, dance with the gardens of the hills of Galilee. Mighty river Jordan, whose waters fill each crevice of my heart, of my heart. Israel, Shelanu leolam, leolam, Nafshinu betocha, Israel, Tikvat libenu hi tar. I've been getting used to performing with Zoom and the overwhelming applause. Because you're all muted, and I hope you're all at home singing along. I want to do a few songs from my album, The Songs We Sing. And that is one of two albums of all my catalog where I did not write all the songs, but I decided to write the great songs to perform the great songs of Israel, kind of like the way I do them with my band when we're on tour. And this particular song was written by Uzi Chitman, one of my favorite songs to ever come out of the Promised Land, and it is called Adon Olam. And it goes something like this. Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol, Yitzir Nivra, Le'et Nahasa, B'chefso Kol, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra, V'yacharei Kichlot HaKol Levado Yimno Gora, Ve'hu Haya Ve'hu Hoveh אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא לעת נשא בחפצו כל אזי מלך שמו נקרא ואחרי ככלות הכל לבדו ימלוך נורא והוא היה והוא הווה והוא יהיה בתפארה אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא לעת נשא בחפצו כל אזי מלך שמו נקרא ואחרי ככלות הכל לבדו ימלוך נורא והוא היה והוא הווה בתפארה והוא היה והוא הווה בתפארה. אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא לעת נשא בחפצו כל זי מלך שמו נקרא ואחרי ככלות הכל לבדו ימלוך נורא והוא היה והוא הווה והוא יהיה בתפארה אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא לעת נשא בחפצו כל זי מלך שמו נקרא ואחרי ככלות הכל לבדו ימלוך נורא והוא היה והוא הווה בתפארה והוא היה והוא הווה בתפארה והוא היה והוא הווה בתפארה והוא היה והוא הווה בתפארה. Thank you.
You need some claps. It's so good. Oh my gosh. Just letting you know, you got lots of people watching on Facebook. And
Excellent.
Lots of applause.
Excellent.
Emojis.
All right, good. Well, I'm going to move right along. This is one of the first Jewish songs that I ever wrote, and it came at a time in my life, I guess I can get right on this mic, it came at a time in my life when I was thinking a lot about the Soviet Jews and their plight, and it looked like the Iron Curtain was starting to be disassembled little by little micro revolutions, and then boom, the whole thing collapsed. It made me think, just like we experienced at Pesach, that redemption can come in an instant, and it only seems instantaneous because the things that went into making that Iron Curtain fall had been fermenting for years. Anyway, I was manning the phones, I was marching in the marches here in Los Angeles, and right around that time, I was asked to write a song to raise millions of dollars to help them emigrate freely to the Promised Land and Baltimore and wherever else they wound up. And that song was called Hineni. And I'd like this Yom HaAtzma'ut for all of us to be one where we are not just passively sitting here waving an Israeli flag, but using it to ignite our consciousness, to do great hasbara or positive propaganda for the state of Israel, to let all the people we know, Jewish and non-Jewish, know how dear this land is to us and how much we love our Holy Land, and talk about its accomplishments, the amazing technological breakthroughs, the amazing army we have that's defending us against enemies on all sides. Israel is amazing, remarkable, 73 years. It's only 73 years old. My mom is older than Israel. Actually, my father is too. The bottom line is, it's an amazing thing that we have in Israel, and we should all stand up and be counted in the big fans of our Promised Land. And when you're called on to make a difference, say Hineni. I wasn't there when God spoke to Abraham, and I wasn't there when Moses freed the slaves. Now I would have walked right up to that burning bush, but I wasn't there, and Moses was. I wasn't there when Judah led the Maccabees wasn't there when Esther took a stand. In every age, we get to make the choice to rise up and take a stand, or ignore the outstretched hand. But if I'm here, God, if I can't help, let me be the one who is the first to say, if I'm here, God, and if I can't help, let me be the one who is the first to say, I want to be the one who is the first to say, Hineni, 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 Hineni. I wasn't there on the eve of Kristallnacht. I wasn't there when they packed the trains. Millions were crying. Could nobody hear a voice? I wasn't there, but I feel the same. Whoa! But if I'm here, God, if I can't help, let me be the one who is the first to say, if I'm here, God, if I can't help, let me be the one who is the first to say, I want to be the one who is the first to say, Hineni, 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 Bechol dor vador, Chayav Adam lirot et atzmo, כאילו הוא יצא ממצרים. Oh. I want to be the one who is the first to say, Hineni, 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 Hineni. Thank you, thank you. Next up is the title track to my Across the River album. In every generation, Jews are trying to get to Israel. It all started with Abraham and Sarah and continues through all the patriarchs. Isaac stayed in Israel. Yaakov was trying to get back. Joseph was sold into slavery. Moses took us back. And still, we're making that effort. I am hoping, please God, to get on a Dreamliner, on a beautiful aircraft, and send myself and my family over to Israel next week, because on May 10th, my daughter is getting married in the Promised Land, in the holy city of Jerusalem. What a gift to be able to celebrate my second family simcha, our second wedding for our children in the Promised Land. So you're all invited, May 10th in Israel, and if not, we'll be Zooming. And as long as I'm inviting you, just know when you come to LA, you'll come to our house for Shabbat. My wife's an amazing cook, and we'll take good care of you here. So stay in touch. SamGlaser.com is my website with all my information and my music. I have a brand new book called The Joy of Judaism. Read it and learn all about the wonderful things about our peoplehood. And hopefully we'll be singing together live soon. And yes, I will talk to Dr. Eyal Bor about making this a real thing now that we're all getting vaccinated and can be together.
Sam, can I say a word about you, because you're very special to Bethel and to me as a friend and educator. Sam is a great gift to the Jewish people in America and in the world. Your creativity, your musicality, you're one of unique singer. You remind me, in a way, Leonard Cohen, because you also know that Leonard Cohen sang Hineni, right? And what you do to us is what America is considered to be another center for creating Jewish music, Jewish education, literature, and you are one of the greatest. So we are at Bethel so thankful to you that on Yom HaAtzma'ut, you dedicated an evening for us. None out of synagogues in this country had that pleasure. So thank you, Sam. And we will get you live at Bethel.
Okay, I'm unmuting, and I'm going to do a few more if that's all right with you, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here we go. So this is the title track to Across the River, about the journey taken by Abraham and all of us in every generation. Come with me across the river, far across the great divide. Come with me across the river to the other side. Pack up your things and go to a land that I will show you, for no other reason than to join me on this journey into the great unknown, where mysteries await you. You've got too much to give to live your life alone. Oh, come with me across the river, far across the great divide. Come with me across the river to the other side. Come with me across the river, far across the great divide. Come with me across the river to the other side. Open your heart and soul and watch the magic happen. There's not a single thing your dreams cannot deliver. I am the pot of gold that lies beyond your rainbow. I may be far away or right under your nose. It's up to you. Lech lecha me'artzecha, lech lecha mimoladecha. Lech lecha mi beit avicha el haaretz asher areka. Come with me across the river, far across the great divide. Come with me across the river to the other side. Come with me across the river, far across the great divide. Come with me across the river to the other side. Thank you very much. The next batch of songs I would like to do are rowdy songs I learned as a kid in Camp Ramah. So I thought that the evening wouldn't be complete without some of these great Israeli jams. They're old school jams that come from the 70s, made famous in the Hasidic song festivals, which I used to love going to as a kid. And we'll try it here. Yevarechecha Hashem mitzion urei betuv Yerushalayim. Yevarechecha Hashem mitzion kol yemei chayecha. Urei panim lefanecha shalom Yisrael. Urei panim lefanecha shalom Yisrael. Urei panim לפניך, שלום ישראל. פורי בנים לפניך, שלום ישראל. שישו את ירושלים גילובה, גילובה כל אוהביה, כל אוהביה. שישו את ירושלים גילובה, גילובה כל אוהביה. חומותייך עיר דוד הפקדתי שומרים, כל היום וכל הלילה. על חומותייך עיר דוד הפקדתי שומרים, כל היום וכל הלילה, כל הלילה. שישו את ירושלים גילובה, גילובה כל אוהביה, כל אוהביה. שישו את ירושלים גילובה, גילובה כל אוהביה. והאר עינינו בתורתך, נדבק ליבנו במצוותיך. ויחד לבבינו לאהבה וליראה את שמך. איי די 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 שלא נבוש ולא ניכלם ולא ניכשל לעולם ועד. והאר עינינו בתורתך, נדבק ליבנו במצוותיך. ויחד לבבינו לאהבה וליראה את שמך. Thank you, thank you. Normally at my concerts, I finish up with those kind of Israeli hits because the audience usually can't sit still. As Jews, when we're excited about something, we talk about it and we schmooze and we love hanging out with each other and we start talking really fast. And next thing you know, we're all singing together. And then when we can't stand it another minute, we dance. So dancing in your living rooms is perfectly acceptable at this juncture. So I'm going to finish with a couple more songs. I feel like any Yom HaAtzma'ut experience, even here in my own studio, where it's just me and we're virtual, we still need to have a kavanah that we are so grateful to the creator of the universe for making it possible in our day to celebrate Israel, to have a homeland, to have a place to go. So I thought we would sing what became pretty much a de facto national anthem from the 1967 war, Naomi Shemer's Yerushalayim Shel Zahav. And then I'll segue from that into Hatikva. So I hope you can sing with me, even though you're muted. I want to feel your neshamot, strong and proud. Thanks again to Bethel for making this possible for me to join you, and I know you've got a good program coming up after I'm off. So don't sign off, but stick around, and thanks again for joining me. Here we go to Yerushalayim Shel Zahav. אוויר הרים צלול כיין וריח אורנים נישא ברוח הארבעים עם כל פעמונים ובתרדמת אילן באבן שבויה בחלום העיר הדר בשם, העיר אשר בדד יושבת ובליבה חומה. ירושלים של זהב ושל נחושת ושל אור, הלא לכו שירייך אני כינור. ירושלים של זהב, ושל נחושת ושל אור, הלא לכל שירייך אני כינור. Jerusalem of golden sunlight, the focus of our prayers. To you we bring our hope and wonder, your every tear we share. In raging battles we defend you, for times of peace we strive. Inside the walls of your old city, our people come alive. Yerushalayim shel zahav, v'shel nechoshet v'shel or, halo lechol shirayich ani kinor.
Wow, that was amazing. So Darabah, I know you need to go, but I want you to know one thing, that the Israel Affair Committee of Bethel Congregation made this evening possible. So Israel Affair Committee, thank you, and we will see you again. And also Mazel Tov to you, Sam, upon the upcoming wedding. Okay, thank you, and Chag Sameach, everyone. Chag Sameach. Chag Sameach, Sam.
Well, don't go anywhere too quickly, friends, because we have another treat for you tonight. We have a real life Israeli